So I've been hearing a lot of talk about Angelo returning, and but I have to say that after last night, the family portrait episode, I like Regina and the artist. So how does Angelo returning upset that?
Well, see, the good thing is the more interesting and the more connected Regina is to different handsome men, the more interesting and more dramatic it is, which is really kind of cool because in my career, I mean, I'm at the ripe old age of over 40, and I never got a chance to do that when I was younger. Like, I never got to be the sexy, young, Latin, hot thing. But now you are. But now I am, and I'm like either post-coital or pre-coital. I don't know what's happening with my career, but I'm trying to stay fit and tan and healthy because apparently Regina's got a lot of action going on. I can neither confirm nor deny who it is with.
Okay, well, are we going to see her explore more of the artistic side? Is this new guy bringing that out in her, or is that she leaving that to Bay?
No, I think the artistic side is going to be explored because not only is it about the art gallery and her, going down that road of what could have been if she hadn't had the alcohol issues, but also exploring it with Bay because that is our main connection. We both share that genetically. It just comes out of us, and it's more how our mind works. And I think that is a wonderful connection for a mother-daughter thing to be able to explore that, and something we hadn't explored in the first two seasons.
Right. And you saying that you mentioned the alcoholism in the past and what might have been. I kind of got a little vibe when Angelo returned the first time that the relationship is contentious enough that the alcohol could creep back in.
Well, more problems and more issues to deal with always makes for interesting TV. You're always an alcoholic, and I think it's always a step-by-step, day-by-day thing, battle that you deal with. And if the drama gets too heavy, I wouldn't say Regina is immune to slipping.
Okay. What's up with her and her mother? Because when she left and then now, she moved out, she came back pretty quickly. So is she always kind of going to be that, not necessarily thorn in Regina's side, but, the voice in her ear?
I think the thing, and as all women can relate to, our relationships with our mothers are very complicated. And I think that especially when she's nodding her head so cute.
Well, we don't need to get into that right now, Megan.
And I am a mother, so I know, oh my God, I need to start saving for my daughter's therapy now because there's going to be some issues. And I think that when somebody in particular like Regina was an addict, Regina may evolve and addicts get better, but the damage that they left behind and the relationships and the people that had to deal with that and rescue them or help them or be there for them through that have a tendency to evolve much later. And I think that it's also younger generation versus newer generation, and I think it's Yvonne Cole's a wonderful, wonderful actress, and we do really, really well together. So I think that that's something that is always going to be explored because no mom wants their daughter to be.
She's not leaving.
No, she's not going anywhere.
And one of the things that we've been talking a lot tonight, the fact that these girls, they're teenagers, they're dating a lot of different guys, or they're dating someone pretty seriously. How much is Regina kind of keeping an eye on what's going on, maybe a little worried about the paths that they're going down?
Oh, yeah. Regina is worried about everything because she went down the path herself, so she knows I'm not in. It's very interesting because the Catherine Kennish character and my character have two completely different styles of parenting, but each of them are grounded in their love for their children. And I don't think Regina chooses the denial road. It's like Regina wants to know how bad it's going to be, exactly what's going on, so she can prepare for it. And I think that's one of the things that's great about Daphne is she's a survival. If people are going to discriminate against her for being deaf, then fine, she's going to have to deal with it. How do I do better? She prepares more. She works harder. And so I don't think denial, if there's any sex going on, Regina's going to find out.
I didn't even necessarily mean that, but honestly, it seems like Regina had a stronger reaction to Simone and the way Simone was changing Daphne than some of the guys coming through.
Well, it's very much that Regina doesn't trust Simone. Like, I think...
As she shouldn't.
Exactly, and I think that when a bullshitter is a bullshitter, and you can beat me or feel free not to, she smells it, she knows it, and she can sense it, and somebody who's trying to immediately just push their way into our world, that doesn't fly very well for a concerned mother.
You mentioned Twitter a second ago. You're very active on Twitter. I was like, it's still on her phone right now. What is it about Twitter that you enjoy using?
Well, the good thing about Twitter is that I actually get to know some of our demo really well, and it's like an instant barometer as to what is doing well, what is not doing well. And the demo for a show is on Twitter a lot. And once I got started, I was totally intimidated by it first, but then you start to read other people's tweets and you learn funny jokes and great sayings. And I sort of like to use, and as I think with this show, Switched at Birth, is I think it uses social media for good and not evil, because there's a lot of things that are really not contributing well to society. And I think that if you use your Twitter for good and you use TV for good and to build people up, I think it's a wonderful thing. And so that's what I'm doing right now on Twitter.
Fair enough. So you actually like the fan feedback. You like being able to hear what they think about anything at any given moment.
Well, the other day I'm sitting down and I'm by myself and I'm in my office and I'm thinking, ow, my ponytail hurts. And I thought, a million people think that thought all the time, right? So I got to take this ponytail out. And I tweeted it.
Oh, no.
The feedback was hilarious. It's like, oh my God, loosen it, sister, come on. And it was awesome. And I sort of love it's like it takes a village, and that's part of my village.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It was
Thank
great
you.
to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming out and doing this.
Stay
yes.
warm.